When love dies, monsters are born. August 7th, 1560. Anastasia Romanovna, Ivan's beloved wife of 13 years, dies suddenly after a brief illness. The official cause? Natural complications. The reality? Ivan becomes convinced she was poisoned by jealous boyars who couldn't stand seeing a common woman influence their Tsar. Here's where everything goes sideways. Anastasia wasn't just Ivan's wife. She was his anchor to sanity. For over a decade, she'd been the one person who could calm his explosive temper, who could talk him down from his darker impulses. Palace servants later recalled how Ivan would rage at some perceived betrayal, only to soften completely when Anastasia entered the room. Unfortunately, no one thought to train a replacement for this rather specialized skill set. Without her, the brilliant young reformer becomes something else entirely. Ivan starts seeing enemies everywhere. That advisor who suggested a tax reform, obviously plotting against the throne. The foreign ambassador who seemed too interested in Russian military capabilities? Definitely a spy. Paranoia, it turns out, is remarkably easy to master once you put your mind to it. The paranoia manifests in increasingly bizarre ways. Ivan begins testing his food with silver spoons, convinced someone's trying to poison him next, apparently unaware that most poisons don't conveniently react to silver, like some medieval chemistry experiment. He moves his sleeping quarters randomly, never staying in the same room twice. Most disturbing of all, he starts keeping detailed lists of people who've wronged him. But Ivan's grief does something even more dangerous than breed paranoia. It makes him cruel. The man who once spent hours listening to peasant complaints now finds twisted pleasure in watching executions, discovering that there are far more entertaining ways to spend one's time than boring administrative work. He begins personally designing torture methods, convinced that extreme pain will force confessions from his imagined enemies. Nothing says effective leadership like becoming your own chief torturer. The transformation is so complete that foreign ambassadors start sending warnings back to their courts. The reasonable, just ruler they'd been dealing with has been replaced by someone unpredictable and vicious, which made diplomatic dinner parties considerably more awkward. Trade agreements get canceled. Marriage negotiations collapse. By 1564, Ivan has managed to isolate Russia from most of Europe through sheer erratic behavior, proving that you don't need foreign enemies when you're this gifted at making them yourself. Anastasia's death didn't just break Ivan's heart, it broke his connection to humanity itself, and unfortunately, Ivan was about to show just how creative one could be without such inconvenient restraints.